All right, welcome back to the Boomer Backfield Podcast. It's game one. We're here, and we're going to be breaking down everything about game one today. I think the biggest news, honestly, coming out about game one, really, considering that game one isn't the most exciting game in the world, is the depth chart. The depth chart to a lot of people was really shocking. To me, it was really shocking. I mean, I think to every OU fan, it was pretty shocking. So we're going to be going like literally up and down the depth chart, talking about all the things that we saw, because really the depth chart is resemblant of everything that's been going on the past 9 months that we haven't seen. So, I mean, this is probably the biggest news we got until we actually see some people on the field, some pads popping. So let's go ahead and break right into it. We can go ahead and just move right on past quarterback, I think. It was exactly what we expected to see. But the first shocker was at the running back room, man. First off, Taylor Tatum not listed. To me, it sounds like he's hurt. He was hurt in fall camp. So, to me, it seems like Taylor Tatum is still hurt. Javonte Barnes listed as the starter. Torrey Blaylock listed as the second string. Jaden Knott and Xavier Robinson or at the third string. Well, what do you think, fellas? I mean, we just probably spent a bunch of chips trying to get Jaden Knott. Yeah. And he's listed as the third string. Do we think that's like the real deal? I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like he might be a little banged up, so they put him at the third string to get limited reps ahead of Michigan. But what was interesting to me, most interesting, was Torrey Blaylock as the two over X. True freshman Torrey Blaylock is tearing it up. I thought X was a dog. And X is listed as the fourth string. That just shows you how deep that running back room really is. It's insane.
Yeah.
Camps, bumps, and bruises, bro. That's what it is, bro. It's just fall camp bumps and bruises. Remember, guys? He's not hurt.
No, literally.
It's so ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't want to hear it. Where are you guys at now? The whole time. He's not hurt. Okay. Here's what I think. I think Torrey Blaylock and Javonte Barnes probably had a better camp, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's hurt, because if you just take a scroll on down, look at who's the number one kick returner. Who is that? Is Jade not hurt and he's returning kicks?
Oh, that's
I don't think so. I don't think so. I just think Mr. Jim Nagy might have, and I thought Jade Knott was going to be a dog. He probably is a dog. I just think he might have got outplayed in fall camp. That's probably what happened. Yeah. But the injury thing, I can't buy it, because if he's the kick returner,
that is fact.
There's no shot he's hurt. I just think he got outplayed personally.
That's crazy.
And it's not just Jaden Knott that's shocking that he got outplayed. It's X too. I would have had Jaden Knott and X as the one and the two.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just shocking. Taylor Tatum being hurt, Kylan, just like you said. To all those people that were saying stop overreacting to the injuries, here we are, week one. The injuries matter now, don't they? Yeah. So, totally agree with that take. But just a true freshman running back taking the spot over X, over the guy that we paid all our chips for in the offseason in the transfer portal. Just really shocking. I don't know if we'll see that on the depth chart next week. I feel like for the Michigan game, maybe things would change up. I don't know. Maybe this is how it is. Maybe because if Blaylock was just going crazy in fall camp, there's a chance that it never got out. There's a chance that those rumors and those things, those whispers never got out. There's a chance. And we don't know that we have a dog freshman running back. Maybe there's a chance. I don't know.
Yeah. I've heard he's a dog. I've heard he's a dog.
Who knows,
but
man?
I'm shocked, though. Over X and Jaden Knott is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that good,
Yeah.
And also, too, Javonte, how much did he improve to where he's literally the number one out of that entire dominant room?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
He's always been good, too. We're not talking about,
that good. Don't know.
Yeah. And when you pay somebody, like a transfer, like Jaden Knott, you know how hard it is to get the spot over the guy that got paid?
Exactly.
Yes.
Because
you got to be a dog.
You got to be a dog. You got to be a dog. If they go pay a guy, they want him to start. So, in the wide receiver room, I think it was pretty I mean, like, to me, there's not like a ton of surprises in there. It's just the fact that Jaden Gibson's not in there.
Yeah.
That sucks. I wanted to see Jaden Gibson back by now. That really sucks. Keontez Lewis starting over Ivan Carrion is, I don't think, the most surprising thing. Deion Burks and Satania out there at the same time is kind of interesting. I think that's partly because Jaden Gibson isn't out there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, not the most surprising wide receiver room, just the injury to me.
Dude, both Jay Gibbs are not out there. Javonte Gibson's not out there. Jaden Gibson's not out there,
Mhm.
which is Javonte Gibson was, Mr. Flips. I think he
Yeah.
broke his ankle or something, but it's just another sign. I don't know why people thought we were crazy. Like, oh, it's fine. I said, do we look dangerous in the receiver room? I don't think anyone could look me in my eye and say, oh yeah, we look dangerous, because I don't think so. I think we have Deion Burks. If we think Keontez, Southern Illinois transfer, is going to be a dog, man, I hope he is. But having under 5'10" guys out there on the field, what are we going to? We're getting bagged. Somebody's going to get bagged.
Bro, that's Ed Memorial football.
That's literally Ed Memorial, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you get a better athlete in Satania and Burks, but you're probably going to have a mismatch, and it's going to be the cornerback is going to have the size advantage on our guys, which is very, very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
is concerning.
To like the size point, a lot of people I think are like, oh, OU's had so many good receivers that like are undersized. Well, what I would say is this is like the receivers that were undersized that were good were also stars. You're talking like Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, like those kind of guys, That's not Keontez Lewis. Like, I'm sorry. He might be. He could be. But, like, Isaiah Centenia. Like, come on. I don't think he's Hollywood Brown. I don't think he's Sterling Shepard. So, maybe he's good. Like, maybe he is. I don't know. I'm not going to dog him, but I'm just saying, like, size does matter. It would be nice to have a receiver out there who's 6'2" or 6'4" and kind of beefed up, like DK Metcalf or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Nice to have
that'd be great.
that. Or Jaden Gibson, bro. Just get healthy. Like, my goodness. Figure it out. Med staff, figure it out. But I don't know. Size matters. It does. Now, obviously with Deion Burks, if you can blow by people and snag it, he's a freak athlete. But, like, is Isaiah Centenia a freak athlete? I don't know.
Dude, it's also, we're putting him, those guys, Hollywood Brown wasn't lining up on the outside. Bro's in the slot.
Yeah.
You can line up at 5'9" in the slot.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah.
Deion Burks is going to be on the outside. That is a recipe. Yes, he's a burner, but
He is a burner.
I'm just saying, like, he is a burner, but dude, your outside guy, give me at least, 6 foot, 6'1", you're solid. But it's like, golly, dude. If Deion Burks could play in the slot, his natural position, we'd be good. But we don't have that luxury because everyone and their mama is hurt.
Kylan, that's another thing that you bring up that just kind of, you pointed out something that, why is Deion Burks outside? He had to move out there for a reason, right? Because he's not an outside receiver. He's a slot guy. And so does that mean we have too many injuries? Does that mean the guys aren't performing well enough and we need to move him out there? I don't know. But that is a good point of, like, why is he even out there in the first place? Because it's not his normal position.
Yeah.
So hopefully that gets figured out.
To me, the theme of the day to me is the med staff or whatever's going on with the injury bug again. Like, it just feels like last year all over again, man. And there's a lot of talent we're not seeing on the field because of injuries. So they got to get that figured out. I mean, hopefully, maybe week one they're chilling some guys to let them get one more week. But man, Michigan, you got to have a guy like Jaden Gibson first Michigan.
Yeah.
Moving to the tight end position, Jaron Kanik wins tight end 1.
Wow.
What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think?
I've heard, from all the interviews, people say, like, he was in the film room constantly. I also don't. I think, realistically, Caden Helms is also hurt. So when Caden Helms comes back, he's tight end 1. But he's not. So I think Jaron's probably tight end 2. But if I'm Will Huggins, John Locke, Jr., whatever, dude, I would be sitting there falling down to my knees, sliding down the wall if I just got beat out by a converted linebacker who took my spot in 6 months.
Yeah.
That's absurd. You should be ashamed of yourself. If you're watching, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're 6'7". You're Will Huggins, 6'7", 23 years old, and got beat out by a linebacker. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry, that's embarrassing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That's so sorry, bro. That is the sorriest thing I've ever seen.
It's
I
bad.
can't believe it. That's really bad, bro.
I think the one.
Maybe Jaren Kanic's pretty good. He's a freak athlete. He is a freak athlete,
bro.
He is free athlete.
So,
But you're 6'7", bro. Playing tight end all your life. In
I
college.
always thought too, like there's two types of tight ends that come in different packages. So like there's a blocking tight end and a receiving tight end. I think Will Huggins could come in for blocking and Jaren Kanik could come in for receiving. Everybody's seen the video of Jaren Kanik getting absolutely ran over by R. Mason Thomas. He's probably not the best blocker on the planet. So, I mean, maybe we have two tight ends for two different packages type deal. I don't know.
Yeah, I can agree. I think the one thing I took from him is like good for Jaren Kanik, man. He's been grinding and finally found a spot. Good for him. He's got a starting spot. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be the blocking tight end. That's for sure. And it's not because of his ability, it's just because of his size. Once again, we go back to the size thing. If you're facing R. Mason Thomas, who's like 300 pounds, at 220, you don't have a chance. You just don't. Even at 240, you really don't have a chance. It's like there's nothing he can really do. I mean, I think he is a good blocker, but you can't block that no matter how good you are, how strong or how good your technique is. So, yeah, I agree. I think he's probably just the receiving tight end. He is a freak athlete. He can probably go up and make crazy catches and grabs and stuff like that. But if we're trying to do a power offense, I mean, you can't have him there. And it's not because of his ability. It's just because of his size.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also like a whole different concept. Like, people are like, I think some of his linebacker skills will transfer, but I don't think it's going to be – I think it's going to be the ability to, like, understand. Most of the time as a tight end, your matchup is going to be against a linebacker or somebody like that. So, like, he'll understand what they're thinking, and that will use to his advantage. But the blocking and aspect of it, on defense, you get to take the hit to people. But on offense, you have to absorb contact. That's what it is. So that's a whole different, style of play. So, I mean, like you said, I'd hope Carson – oh, my fault. I forgot about Carson Kent. You too, buddy. You should be ashamed of yourself. No hate on Jaren because I honestly think, like, as much as I heard that he was in there, like, he earned it outright.
Yeah.
Hey, like, solid. I respect it. But from the point of being a tight end, coming in as a tight end, and you just get whooped, I just can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
That's fair.
Couldn't even look my parents in the eyes if I had to go home and tell them.
Yeah. I have hope for Jaren Kanik, and I hope that Caden Helms gets back soon.
Yeah.
That poor guy has not seen the field in his 3 years here. So, O-line, I don't want to get too crazy in the weeds here, but both tackle positions are a three-way tie, which is crazy.
I want to get in the weeds.
Okay, we can get in the weeds. Both
We
tackles
have
are
one
a three-way
solidified
tie.
starter.
Yeah.
So
Both tackles are a three-way tie. Troy Everett, the team captain, doesn't even win his spot over completely. Left guard doesn't get one over. So, and then there's a true freshman beating Jacob Sexton for his spot. Not beating, but tied with senior Jacob Sexton for his spot. So, it was a little crazy. Maybe some room for concern. I think the biggest thing that you don't want is what we had last year, which is a scenario where week 1, you have 5 guys in the offensive line. Week 2, you have a different combination of 5 guys on the offensive line. Week 3, you have a different combination. And then every week, you see a different combination. You don't want that. Figure out your 5, the best 5 that work together the best, and like put it in the stakes. These are the guys. Because O-line, you want the same 5 guys 12 weeks straight. You do not want a different O-line every week. That's for sure. That's my opinion. Just figure it out. Figure it out this week. Like, who are the 5? Because having all these 4s, that's a disaster. It's a disaster for John Mateer. It's a disaster for all the O-linemen trying to work together. It's a disaster for the running backs trying to find holes and trying to get a relationship with those O-linemen. It's a disaster. Don't keep it up in the air like this. Should have been figured out by now, honestly.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Go ahead.
We have one starter. We have one solidified starter. Febechi Wiwu.
Yeah.
How is that possible? Look, we talk about like getting the O-line solidified. That should have been done in the spring and fall camp. There is no reason you should have three-way ties at any position 5 days out before the game. There's no way. That can't happen. So I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. Are we butt? Is it competitive depth or are we butt? That's really like what it comes down to.
It's the question. It's
Do we
the
have-
question of the day, bro? QOTD.
Is it like the running back room where it's like everybody's really good, but we just have two guys that snuck it out? Or is it like everybody sucks and we're trying to figure out who can put it together for week one? Like that's really the concern, and I have no idea. But it is crazy. Like Michael Fasusi could be starting over Jacob Sexton, who's a senior. It's like, dude, that's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just that's my concern. Is it competitive depth or is it we're butt?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I hate ors because I don't think they're true, because I've never in my life playing, football, playing baseball, ever been like, man, these two guys right here are the exact same. I can't figure out
facts.
who's better. Because I don't think it's true. There's somebody is going to be slightly, it might be real close, but somebody's going to be better. There's just no way they don't know. And I get we want to give everybody a shot. Awesome. Have a starter. Let him play. If he's a dog and you know he's a dog, play him the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
The only ors I think should be second string, third string, because that's where there's probably like everyone's a real close second. But there should be a guy, if Fasusi's better than Sexton, cool, call it what it is. Like, I don't think there should be like or. There's four guys at left tackle that they're all the same. They're just as good as, like, I don't know. I just think it's a load of crap, to be honest with you. Like, there's just no shot. I don't believe it, bro. I don't buy it.
Well, also, how often do you see on the depth chart the second or start above the first or? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like, bro,
I guarantee you the first people that we see on the O-line at the top of the depth chart, even if it says or, they're probably going to start, right? Like, I don't know. I've never, in all my years of playing football, every time we released a depth chart and we had an or something, it was always the first person who played. It was never a situation where the next person beat them out 3 days before the game. Like, that just never happened. So maybe it's happening here. I mean, anything can happen with OU football, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
For real.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate ors in the wide receiver room or the running back room or the defensive line room. Where you don't want to see ors ever, quarterback, O-line. You want those guys because it takes a certain amount of time to gain chemistry there between the quarterback and the O-line and experience. Like, you want the guys that went through week one together to go through the playoffs together. You want the guys that went through OU Texas and the Fire together to go through the easy games together. So that's why I don't like the ors, man. Is because you're not letting the chemistry get made in the easy games. That's why I don't like it. Hopefully, the ors aren't as they were made out to be. But going to the D-line, I think the D-line wasn't extremely surprising. They didn't declare a starter in the defensive tackles. They just gave it the four that everybody loves all are ored together. I don't hate that. I mean, like, either way, even if you do list an exact starter, they're going to be swapping out all the time during the drive. So I don't think that's a huge deal. My shocker was Taylor Wine getting tied up with Marvin Jones Jr. I heard he had a great fall. I heard he had a great summer, but I mean, that's a big leap for him. So that's all I got to say about D-line is not really.
I don't have
shocking.
much to add to that. D-line is different. It's good to have a bunch of ors, right? Like, they're going to be subbing in and out all the time. We obviously know the D-line is absolutely ridiculous, probably the best in the entire country. So no shockers here. R. Mason's the only solidified starter, which also doesn't surprise me. But outside of that, I have no concerns with the D-line.
Yeah.
They are great.
Yeah. agree.
I don't even need to talk about it anymore. They're just so good. So
Bro, PJ, bro. When is PJ? I think PJ's cooked, bro.
You're wrong.
I don't think PJ's
You're not
ever
wrong.
gonna make it on that field, bro. As
You're
much
not
as
wrong.
there's another stars do not matter, dude. I was hoping when I looked at it, I would see PJ and
You're
R.
not wrong.
Mason, and then I didn't. And I was like,
Mhm.
golly. And he's behind
Well,
R. Mason, so he's cooked.
Yeah.
He's cooked. So
Or at least PJ Ord with Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones or something. I'm
Right,
like,
but
I
it
mean,
was
Taylor
like-
Wine. Hey, if you're a dog, cool. But it's like, man, PJ, bro.
Agreed.
He's getting trash time.
Yeah. That's tough.
It's insane.
5 stars do not have not been panning
Don't
out for us
don't
recently,
equate.
honestly.
Sure haven't.
Going to the linebackers, this was a little frustrating. Kobe Ord with Sammy. Pick a guy. Kip Ord with Owen Heineke and Kenyon Daniels. What in the world? 1, pick a guy. 2, Kip. Come on. And then Cheetah,
Yeah.
Kendall Daniels, Ord with Reggie Powers. You don't have Kendall Dolby in there because he's still hurt. Medstaff, come on. Everything about the linebacker room was just like, bro, really? Do we need to be doing? Really? I'm upset with that one. That one upsets me. What do you guys think?
dude, just own Heineke. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Where did
Ord
that
with
come from?
Pip Lewis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Kendall Daniels makes sense, but yeah, I don't know. I think the biggest thing for me was Kendall Dolby. I think the linebacker's going to be fine. I agree. Just pick somebody. Maybe they're just doing that for Michigan to throw them off. Like, oh, they're all pretty good. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, Kendall Dolby.
Yeah.
Where's he at? He should be recovered by now. He should be fully recovered by now. Where's he at?
Yeah, I agree.
Is it one of those things where he starts to feel good, so we start pushing him, and then he re-aggravates it, and then we hurt him again? Like, what's going on with him? What happened?
Dude,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Owen
it has been
Heineke-
11 months.
That's
That's
Go
what I'm
ahead,
saying. He should be
honestly.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Owen Heineke must have. I don't even know what he's done during fall camp. He
Yeah.
must have black
Dude.
magic, bro. He must have put a spell on Kip, and Kip was just like, "What do I do?" That must have
Yeah.
because Kip is probably he is a top 3 player on that defense. Like, there's no what he brings to that defense. It's you can't match it. And for Owen Heineke, like, I have nothing against him, but if he's Ord with Kip, either Kip sucks and has both of his legs have been cut off, or Owen Heineke he went silly. And I'm all for it, because if you can mix and match, hey, if Kip got outplayed, cool. Put whoever can win us games out there. I don't care. I love Kip. If Kip got beat out, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be upset. But if Owen Heineke is truly better, yes. But it's
Mhm.
hard to think that's what happened. And Kendall Dolby, bro. Here's why my tangent. I was thinking, Kendall Dolby, where there was rumors, he's playing corner because Eli Bowen was
Yeah.
hurt and all these other guys. He's going to move back to corner. If he was practicing, he's not anywhere on here. Not anywhere. And, it's week 1. We're playing Illinois State. All right, guys, let's think about this logically. Let's not play them. Kendall Dolby hasn't played in 11 months. Jay Knott played half a season at Cal. All these the injury talk. Jaden Gibson hasn't played in 55 years. Yeah, but let's put them back on the field first game against Michigan. Let's do that. Does that
Game
make
day.
sense, guys?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you guys? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Let's bring them back against a solid team. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If that's what they're doing, that fire everybody. If that's what we're doing, fire them all, because that is absurd, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Colin,
insane.
I have 2 things to your points. One, about Owen Heineke. Where did that come from? But 2, if he is paired with Kip, he's got to be a dog.
He's
Owen's
dog
gotta be a
demon.
dog. Because Kip is a dog.
That's
Kip is a
insane.
dog. Kip did not just start sucking. I can promise you that.
Yeah, there's
So
no
it's like-
shot.
Owen must be a dog. I'm excited to see him. But 2 is, like, if you're gonna play along the idea of let's hold them out until Michigan, right? Let's like keep them. It's like, huh? Your first game day under the lights versus Michigan for top 10 matchup, like, yeah, that makes sense. No, that's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. So yeah, hopefully. Gosh, I don't know, bro. Now that I said that, I'm kind of worried.
That's the only thing that makes sense. In my mind, that's the only reason that for like Dolby at least, or that he's hurt again. That is literally it.
That's the reality. In my opinion, the reality is not that there's some plan to bring them back at a certain time. The reality is they are still not cleared to play football. That's the reality. Jaden Gibson is not cleared to play football. Eli Bowen is not cleared to play football. If they were, they'd be on the depth chart. Promise you they would. So that's it. It's just the med staff. I don't think it has anything to do with anything. I just think med staff has not brought back Kendall Dolby after 11 months after an injury. Jade Gibson is still dealing with an injury that he's been dealing with for a long time. Eli Bowen got hurt at the beginning of fall camp, and it apparently was severe enough to last all the way through the first week of the season. Same as Taylor Tatum. Here we are, fellas.
Wasn't Eli Bowen in a yet? Wasn't Eli Bowen in a boot during spring camp? He was in a boot during the spring.
In spring camp,
bro. That's the spring.
4 months ago.
4 months ago. And
4 or 5 months ago.
Did you break your foot?
How does that happen?
Is that what it is,
dude?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, even if he did have like a surgery level injury, you can recover from that in 4 months, 5 months. You can recover from that.
Broken bone in your foot.
The type of surgeries that take a long time to recover are like ACL and things like that. If you break a bone, you can come back within 5 months. You can be back within 5 months. Like it. Yeah,
again, we're also supposed to. This is supposed to be the best medical treatment and physical therapy that you can possibly get. That's the standard at a D1 football team like OU. So,
yeah,
it's kind of just a disaster, man. I'm the medical staff, man. I don't know where these guys are at. That's my take. I have no idea where these guys are at.
Must be the guys that failed the drug test with the 2.2 GPA or something.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, bro. It must have been
that was a crazy story. Going to the corner room, Gentry Williams starting. That
Gentry
for now.
Good news. I mean, I'll be positive now. That's good news.
Go. Let's go. Positive.
Jeremiah Newcomb. I really like him. I've heard good things about him. And then obviously the crazy part is Cortland Gilroy or with Jacoby Johnson. That's a really good situation. True freshman. Everybody's heard good things about him. I don't think we need to go into Eli Bowen too much. I mean, Eli Bowen is not on the depth chart. We just talked about that. But I think the corner of the room looks solid. I think it looks solid. And once Eli Bowen is back, it'll look even solider.
Solider, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it looks solid. It doesn't. I think there's a little bit more depth there now that you have these freshmen and Jeremiah Newcomb kind of like stepping up. But
yeah,
I don't know,
dude. My big takeaway from this: Michael Boganowski ordered with RSJ. What?
Oh,
RSJ was
crazy.
He was one of the 3 guys selected to go to SEC Media Days, and he's ored with Michael Boganowski. What? That's crazy. Michael Boganowski is a dog, but I thought RSJ's spot was locked. Like I thought if anything, Peyton Bowen might be competing with Michael Boganowski or something like that. But
yeah,
I don't know. Crazy. And Michael Boganowski's listed as the first one too. RSJ's listed as the second or. So
yeah,
who knows, dude?
Yeah, that's insane.
Dude, there's Michael Boganowski is a headhunter, and I know BV loves. He's one of those guys that it's a very Reggie Pearson-like play style where you're just like, I'm going to try and kill you if I can. So, I mean, I think BV's going to like that. But, dude, to beat out RSJ, who was, I mean, like, he was better than Billy last year, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And to go and outplay him, that's insane. Hey, listen, if these dudes are actually just straight up outplaying, these guys that we think were solidified, hey, hats off, because that's extremely hard to do and extremely impressive. And if we're upgrading from Kip to Owen Heineke and RSJ we're upgrading to Michael Boganowski, oh boy. Oh, this defense is going to be silly.
Like, how crazy are they?
They're nuts.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it'll be interesting to see because, the safety room, it's like, on the other side, you get Peyton Bowen and Reggie. Peyton Bowen doesn't even have an oar. He's not even oared with anybody. So it's like, did he just go crazy and he is panning out to what we all expect him to be? I don't know. It's just this is the craziest depth chart I've seen in a minute.
Literally. Yeah,
honestly.
I'm usually not the type of person that's like, let's go into the weeds of the depth chart. But
I
this
was
one
like,
was
I know,
so
I
insane
have
that
to.
I was like, we have to. If you were like, if you didn't know anything about these players and you looked at this depth chart, you would say Michael Boganowski and Peyton Bowen are the top two safeties. You would say Peyton Bowen 1, Michael Boganowski 2, and RSJ 3.
Yeah.
So did Peyton Bowen and Michael Boganowski both play better this offseason than RSJ? Does that mean RSJ played worse than them, or does that mean they just stepped up their game so much? I mean, who knows? Who knows what's really going on in there? But, I mean, if Peyton Bowen and Michael Boganowski are the best two safeties in the field and they both beat out RSJ, and RSJ didn't take a step back, if RSJ improved over the offseason, then this defense is crazy. Yeah, I agree with you, Kylan. But
gonna be insane.
hopefully it's not the opposite where RSJ just had a bad fall camp. But I can't imagine that given where he was at SEC Media Day a month ago.
The logic.
Yeah.
I also was thinking about the logic that they applied to the running backs. They said that, Torrey Blaylock, Javonte Barnes, some days they're the only running backs practicing because everyone else was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So are all these oars the same thing as that? Is it these guys are, was RSJ hurt for some of fall camp? Is that why Michael Boganowski is overtaking him? Are all these guys, is that across the board, or are some of this like he's just better or he played better? So I don't know. That's the thing, because if the oars are, this guy was hurt, he missed some fall camp. Grayson Halton, same thing as him. He was projected to be the starter, but now it's Jaden Jackson type of thing. So it's like, what? I guess we won't know until Sunday comes around and we see these guys out here balling. But it's just, I don't know if any other team is, except for OSU. OSU is about the only other team I know whose depth chart looks worse and has more oars than us.
Yeah.
And they
OSU's
suck.
was crazy.
They have 40,000 oars, bro.
Yeah. Their whole running back room all the way down to the 4 seed. Or. They don't
It's
even
literally
have a-
Caleb Hicks.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Or. Yeah.
Shout out
It's
Caleb
insane.
Hicks too, man. Hey, glad
Shout out
you're
Caleb
glad
Hicks.
you're
Gavin
feeling-
Freeman winning the
Hey,
second
Gavin.
string spot there.
Golly, he was so excited. He knew he thought he was gonna ball, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways,
Well, listen, game day is Saturday. We are super excited to watch the game, watch OU football, and we are going to give you an instant reaction pod sometime after the game, breaking down everything we see. I think there's going to be a lot to learn from game one. No, we're not going to find out if we're going to win the national championship, but we are going to find out who's going to play.
If we'll make
You know?
it, we'll find out if we're gonna make it.
Yeah, we will. But we're going to find out who's going to play. We're going to find out about John Mateer a lot, I think, so there will be a lot to talk about in that instant reaction pod for sure. A lot to talk about. Yeah.
I'm so excited, man. We are, 3 days out from game one?
2 days out.
Let's
Holy
go,
cow.
bro.
Are y'all going to that or no?
Sure
Yep.
am.
Sure I am. 76
Let's go.
degrees and
My
cloudy.
goodness, dude.
For,
Come on.
Perfect.
When's the last time we had an opener like that,
Dude, last year, bro. Last year.
I thought it was it not hot?
No, I don't know if you remember. It was like a high of, I think, like 69 or 70 or something crazy.
dude,
It was
who
the
did
same
play?
thing. Because I remember thinking, like, this is crazy. And then, it was 90 degrees in November. So that was like the one game
Yeah.
that we got cool weather.
Yeah.
But it was still crazy.
That's fair.
the first 2 games were really nice, and then Tulane was a freaking
That's right.
steamer. We were in
Heater.
the swamp in
Golly,
Tulane.
he's a heater.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
Man. Well,
All
OU
right,
football's
fellas.
back. We're so back.
Let's go.
Pod, we will see you guys.
Or
We will see you guys when OU is 1-0. Peace.
Or 0-1. I'm just kidding.
Or
Or